you're actually going to die before the game plays up.
Oh. That's very bad.
Oh no, the game plays up. Is it?
The first to run out of time is the loser. A challenge, is it?
We on mic? On there? Okay.
I'm sure chat will tell us if we're not audible.
Good to go? Everything? So the timing for this is kind of weird, so I'm not going to be able to count down at all. I'm just going to have to say go and then set the timer. Alright, we're on mic and everything, all good? Alright, so hello everyone, I am LiquidWifi, this is
Midget,
and this is Sonogo, and this is a level 1 2FM data log run. It's basically completing the 13 super bosses of the game at level 1 as fast as possible. Now, before I actually started this fight, I died to Luxid, and
where's the fun in this?
Go. That manipulates the RNG of Zarland to give them perfect time.
Whatever, it's fine.
Just keep going. Yeah, that manipulates the RNG of this fight to be perfect every time.
Pretty much a lot of what this category is manipulating certain bosses and doing things in particular ways to avoid their invincibility moves, what we call DMs or desperation moves.
Yeah, you notice I went Master Form. That gives a tiny bit of extra damage. That also gives a lot more frames to be able to do an aerial dodge. And aerial dodge has deflection frames, like, in the middle of it, so we can deflect his attack and get a lot of jumps off, which does a decent chunk of damage.
The reason he's using the Guardian Soul Keyblade is because of these reaction commands. The reaction commands make up 90% of this fight.
Yeah, the damage of that Guardian Soul is actually quite abysmal.
Yeah, you'll notice he ended his jump combo like with 3 left. The reason he does that is because bosses in this game work off a mechanic called revenge value. And it means, like, after you hit them a certain number of times, they will always retaliate. So, and by knowing that value, and knowing how much value each of our hits deals, we can always know when they're going to retaliate and react accordingly.
So after these set of jumps, I'm going to begin to do Final Form Fire combos. Fire doesn't actually add revenge value, which is how much value, like how many hits a boss can practically take before they just break out and attack at you.
Oh dear.
This is fine, he jumps though.
If it's the jump, it's fine. You can react to that.
Yeah,
if he breaks out or you miss some damage, because of the RNG manipulation we did by dying to Luxord, he will always do a jump there rather than his DM.
I can't do quick release now either, so I'm going to have to do Luxord normally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it messes up a lot of RNG for the next fight, but it's fine.
Yeah, the next fight, normally the strat is, because of the way you do Zaldan, you can actually, it presets where the circle in each of Luxord's mini-games appears, which you'll see what I mean by that coming up here. So they can actually, like, hit the mini-game on the first frame that it starts.
Yeah, it makes this fight really quick, like a 2-minute fight.
But unfortunately, because Liquid was a little under-damaged, he couldn't do that.
Really? Dropped my triangle input. So yeah, now this fight is practically entirely RNG. There's two retaliations that Luxor can do. The cards one is the bad one. It doesn't do much damage. And we want the mini game, which he hasn't given us yet. This fight's entirely messed up now. So good. But yeah, the mini game is completely RNG. If it shows up or not, it's just luck based, unfortunately. This is probably one of the worst fights in the run if you don't get the quick release.
Main reason why we do it as one of the first fights. Zaldin, Luxord, and Xigbar are probably the three worst fights in terms of RNG.
You want to get past them and have a real run going.
So yeah, that's a mini game. You can see it's incredibly fast.
With this being level 1, it's extremely easy to die, so...
Because it's level 1, he doesn't have second chance or once more. Because both of those abilities are gained from leveling.
The only real saving grace is the fact that since this is it allows any like synthesis grinding or whatever we need to do, you can, and we do in fact, max out on ribbons and grand ribbons, as well as elixirs and mega elixirs.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of defense in Dart.org, so we can take a couple of hits.
It should be noted though, like, using those items, the defense isn't the important thing because you are level 1, your defense is still so low, but the resistances that they actually give.
Oh no. This
You
is...
got dice at least.
Yeah.
Stupid little box.
Now I'm a box. See, that minigame's really quick, it's very easy to fail.
Oh yeah, something of note here. In the normal
What's a
Luxor
card
fight,
doing?
in the English version of the game, you can't actually hit anything to make this go down faster. It's awful.
Fine. Now in level 1, we can't actually skip his DM like we can in the regular any percent. So we just do it because it's faster. Like, I'm pretty sure, is there even a way to do it?
I think it's possible, but it's slower
Yeah.
by a lot.
But we can just fly up the top of the map like this and, you know.
So this minigame is insanely quick and really hard to do. Alright,
Very
Little
good.
pause buffers. No one.
Very
no pause
good.
buffers.
it's a really, really fast minigame. If I fail it, I turn into dice again and then have to sit through all that
And
DM
he
again.
gets a massive amount of time gauge back, if I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he just automatically DMs again.
Yeah,
so.
he just DMs. If you fail that, you can just sit on the spot and he'll just jump over you until you're free.
Alright, so now we've got Xigbar. This is a lot of Final Form and a lot of Duck Flare.
I'd like to say Duck Flare's a pretty good limit.
Not
think it's
2.5 duck flare, so rip.
So right at the start of this fight, he's going to give me a random platform. Usually it's consistent with the RNG, but because the start was so messed up, it's going to be completely random, unfortunately.
So the way this guy works is he never reloads like he does in the regular game, but what instead he does is if you deflect 2 lots of bullets back at him, he will get stunned, and then we can just do this.
Yeah, the way this fight works is that, so revenge value I mentioned before is like how many hits a boss can take before he breaks out.
Like that. And you don't know why, but for some reason Final Form Fire does not add revenge value.
Something to do with the keyblades hitting at the same time as fire or something.
Yeah. So now I'm going to push him to his HP barrier, which I think is the next bar. Yeah.
So yeah, some bosses have an HP barrier before they will DM, so they can't DM before that point.
Oh no. This is going to be really weird.
Oh, this rune change bad, is it?
Yeah. He's going to DM out of this. There's no way to avoid it. But I've got a lot of damage off, so I should be able to catch him right out of this. So yeah, the way that Final Form works is that his revenge value is way too high where he should be breaking out, but if he stays staggered, what will happen is he won't break out at all because he's just being flinched and doesn't have a chance to. Which Final Form does that a lot.
The other thing you can see happening as he's doing these combos is that he actually does 2 fires that puts him back on the ground, and landing on the ground will actually reset your air combo, so you don't do finisher.
Donation.
Yeah, you can read a donation.
Alright, we got a donation from Mr. Michael Crisp, who gave $31.50, and is wishing us luck. Thank you very much, Mr. Crisp.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so the next fight is Vexen. Vexen is ice type, so he's very, very weak to fire.
If you paid attention to the Pokemon run.
So a lot of Final Form Fire Rug is going to be used here. And you're going to see his health go down. I'm going to try for a DM skip, but it's really risky and likely to fail. If I fail at once, I'll just go for the safer strat. But essentially, as a very, very long attack, it takes like, I don't know, 30 seconds to be able to, for him to be able to finish, and we can't attack him before that. Oh, come on. But yeah, his health will just drop once we start using Final Form Fire. And I have to be very careful with my damage here, because if I over damage him, the strategy won't work, so. So I'm gonna break his barrier and Duck Foot at the same time. So it staggers the Anti-Sora and Vexen long enough to let me go into Final Form again. Now I need to take out Anti-Sora here, because something about Vexen, he won't do his DM if Anti-Sora is out. I think I got it. Nice.
Yeah, nice. You got it.
Oh, neat.
So he just won't DM if Anti-Sora is out, which skips a lot of the fight. And I just kill him off with the rest of the fires here.
Yeah. Special note, we attempt to never do fire finishes.
Yeah,
Fire finishes will always add revenge value.
and they also send the enemy flying, so don't really want that.
Now, one thing you might be wondering is, why is he able to do so much damage at level 1? The way this game works is that every area in the game has what's called a battle level, and if you're really low level, the game will actually scale your damage up to a minimum in each area.
Yeah,
and because this game has, this area, sorry, has the max battle level, 99, it scales his damage up quite a lot.
Yeah. Like, if I were level 99, I'd be doing a lot more damage, but...
Okay, but this fight is pretty bad at level 1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to explain the counter
Yeah.
at the top?
So he's got a counter over his head. This number is equal to your level, and the way this fight works is if he hits you with a scythe, you don't actually take damage, but your counter will go down, and if your counter hits 0, you die. So he can't get hit by anything in this fight, otherwise he dies. Now, by chaining his reflex here, he knows the timing of when he's going to retaliate, because we are abusing of revenge value again with our combos.
Yeah, there's like a couple of frames where you can hit him out of his retaliation when he comes up to the middle. And for some reason, I'll just do an explosion. I don't know why.
The fire is much easier to hit with, but the reflect is a lot more
It
damage.
might not work.
Alright. Now, what he's going to try and do here is actually stun lock him in between drive forms. He's going to go final form, and then he's going to stun lock him into limit form to try and finish off like 5 HP bars. His revenge value was too high because of that explosion. So he has to be very careful here, because he has one of 2 DMs, and this is the first.
Oh,
Nice.
Just have it?
He caught him out of it.
yeah, this is good.
Very good.
That was a good save.
Good save.
So the next fight is Roxas. Do you guys want to explain this
Yeah,
whilst
so-
I do it?
Roxas is a really, really flashy fight. Pretty much what we do at the start of the fight is there's a system in the game called action count, and after a certain number of actions that he does, it's about 4 combos worth, he will
4
do this...
teleportations.
4 teleportations. He'll do this little reaction command sort of thing, where he has a chance to give you his Keyblades if you react quick enough.
Yeah, by forcing his revenge value to retaliate, he'll teleport after he retaliates to me, like here. It's basically just a loop at the start. And to note, at the start here, he can do a long combo, or he can do the side sweep. which is RNG. The long combo is, which is this, a bit slower, like 2 seconds or something.
Okay, so we'll see the little reaction command coming here.
Can be pause buffer because it is insanely quick.
You got the best pattern. Okay, so now what he's going to do is he's going to go into limit form. Now, Roxas's Keyblades actually do a lot of damage, and they keep him stun locked for a long amount of time when you're doing a finisher. They also make your R's do a lot of damage. And what we're doing right now is pretty much just like hitting his revenge value every time, and then using the invincibility frames at the start of R's Arcanum in order to dodge his retaliation and stun him out of it.
Yeah, every hit in ours before the RTs is actually invulnerable. So that's going to use a lot.
The other thing you'll notice is he's never actually doing R's finishes. That's because while you're doing R's, none of the hits except the final hit adds revenge value. So if you do the final hit, he'll add 13 revenge value.
By the way, that taking damage there was actually intentional. That's how the strat works. And that's it.
Yeah, you'll always take damage there.
Yeah.
But it'll never kill you because of the defense items we've got set up. Very good fight.
Alright, so next is Axel, opposite to Vexen, weak to Blizzard, and it's a giant loop fight. It's basically just bringing him down a lot of HP with lots of Blizzards and...
Just constantly hit his revenge value.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, Axel is unable to be beaten if the floor is still on fire. So we do have to do that reaction command.
Yeah, that happens really late into the fight. The way this works is that the Blizzards are set up in such a way, like with Blizzard Boost and Mysterious Abyss, that when his usually when he gets to a certain HP, he's like, this is bad.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Oh, no.
I think he saves it. But you'll see Blizzard does a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
It's actually insane. If you were, say, level 99 with this Keyblade and the Blizzard Boost ability that you get from leveling, you do like a bar almost with each Blizzard. It's insane.
It's even level 1, it's the Mysterious Abyss.
Yeah, without the Blizzard Boost here, your damage is actually...
I'm dead.
Quite...
Oh, I'll get to do the fight again.
Did you customize or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, there's no way you're meant to do the fight. Making that every time. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I missed.
That's why you did the Thunder at the start.
Rather important.
See, his spell's shortcutted there. Just forgot to swap his Blizzard out, or his Thunder out for Blizzard.
So yeah, this is basically the whole fight, this one loop, until about 2 bars. Normally he'd do his theme at about 5 bars, yeah.
But because of the reflect that we do right at the start of the fight, his revenge value is actually so high that we just force him to keep doing this.
One more loop. Alright,
That
so
extra Blizzard knocks him into the wall.
yeah, force him into the wall, and as Zenoga said before, we can't beat him unless we get rid of the floor. So I'm just going to finish off with 2 Blizzards and limit form.
And one thing some people might be wondering is, like, why is the game in Japanese? That's because this version of the game we're playing is the PS2 version of 2 Final Mix. It was only ever released in Japan. We're not playing on the 2.5 version because it's actually considerably slower.
As in an hour slower.
Yeah.
And-
Blu-ray load times are just insanely long.
Let's not talk about Final Dials and this.
Oh, no.
Also, the final boss is broken.
Literally does not work as intended.
So this is one of the coolest fights coming up.
This is
It's
my
probably
favorite strat.
Yeah, it's probably my
It's
favorite.
probably my favorite strat in Dark.
It's most people's favorite
A lot of
strat.
people probably got destroyed by Luxie if they played this game casually, just because she goes insane. But she is very weak to lights. So Reflect and Comet and light-based attacks will do a lot of damage to her. And you'll see that right at the end of this fight. We take out like, what, 4 bars of her health within like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you'll see that a bit later. But one thing to note here is that she's taking so much damage because each of the clones can get damage and it counts to the same health bar.
I think it dropped the input. Oh well.
We can fix it.
Input drops are cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, both clones take damage to the same health bar. So you can actually deal a lot of damage in a short amount of time. But yeah, the timing on those reflects in between each of her retaliations is actually very tight.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do.
Never mentioned here, but I'm using Genie just because I need to get her into the loop. This is the best way to do it. And the
Final
fastest way.
Genie is pretty good.
Adds a lot of revenge value. And it keeps your party members alive because they're not here to get killed.
Yeah.
Alright, so just watch the health bar.
Watch the health in the top right.
Oh,
It just got destroyed.
Yeah. So close.
She just melted.
Yeah, he just melted.
Everything
out
just
3 or
got
4 health
destroyed.
bars.
You good to go?
Round 2.
Yeah, go for it.
Got a couple of quick donations here to read out. I got a DJ Salty Nuts giving $2.62. Come Pinger, OPOP.
The old DJ.
Thanks, DJ.
Good old fashioned $13.65 for George 13. $1 from each me. And finally, for now, we've got $31.50 from Michaela. Loving marathon. Good luck, Liquid, and all the other runners. Frank Z.
Thanks, Michaela.
Thanks. Frank is easy.
So the way this fight works is Lexaeus has a power level, and the more it increases, the more damage he does. His damage actually starts really low. Even at level 1, you take like no damage in the first phase, but it gets considerably higher.
Yeah, I'm pretty much looping him here with revenge value again. It's a common theme with this category.
Reflect is rather good in this fight.
Yeah. The timings between each of his attacks is just made perfectly to just reflect everything. You may not see it, but in between these reflects, he's actually using Slapshot. And what that does is, Slapshot actually breaks up the reflects, so he can go reflect, Slapshot, reflect, and get 2 reflect damages without actually
I believe he's
changing
using a
combos.
Blizzard on one of the 2.
Yeah, I'm using a Blizzard because I need the reflect to hit for this strat to work, and a Blizzard makes the timing perfect, so... And I'm just going to finish it with a limit form.
Nice, good fight.
Right.
Okay, so this next fight is very, very mash heavy, and it can still break out randomly.
Or
Syax.
Syax.
Sit in a corner
This is...
and pray.
This will hurt my hands.
It's a really cool strat to watch, but it's unbelievable, the strain on the hands.
I have to mash so quickly. If you want to explain it, go for it.
Yeah, so pretty much the way this guy works is he charges up a Berserk bar, and pretty much we never want him to go Berserk. We call that his mini DM. He also has a proper DM in amongst that. But yeah, first of all, we just use Faraga to deal some damage. Liquid's positioning is actually very important here. He wants to put him right in that corner. Okay, so do another combo to break him out of this, and this should hit his revenge value after 2 blizzards. We reflect, and explosion, and now we can loop him. 2 blizzards, reflect, slapshot, explosion, keeps him looped, and he will just keep hitting this. Like, while he's got revenge value up this high, he will never actually berserk. He'll just keep trying to attack us. But the thing is, if you give him even like a half a second to try berserk, he will do it.
I think this will work.
A similar sort of strat is used in normal Intercent, where we just use Peter Pan, because we don't have all these elixirs for all this extra MP and all these extra abilities, but it's the same sort of idea. We just push his revenge value so high.
I was a tiny bit of damage off.
Shined.
Alright.
So this is his proper DM. But we can just fly up here.
If I make it. Come on.
Alright,
Alright.
he's in this spot. Sykes just can't hit you. Pretty lame of him.
Alright, it's actually a good idea to use a blizzard here. What?
Oh, yeah, no, no. Okay.
Oh yeah, you got it in time, sick.
Alright, that's
Alright, so
fine.
just a thunder here should kill him. Oh wait, he doesn't have thunder.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I was a tiny bit of damage off. I went final form too early. Okay, so this is the longest. The next fight is the longest one in the game, apart from Final Zemnis because of the final move. Demix is just basically Wisdom Form Fire. He has lots of clones. He has like 4 waves of them at the start and then 3 at the end. And
we need Goofy to be a bro in this
Yeah.
fight as well.
Yeah, we actually set up Goofy so he will use Tornado throughout the fight. It's RNG if he does, but if he does, it really helps.
yeah,
He also throws elixirs at you, if I remember correctly.
yeah, he does.
We need Goofy to throw Mega Elixirs at us.
At least
'cause-
one, otherwise we run out.
Yeah, otherwise we will run out of our own.
And it saves time in general as well.
So yeah, the way this fight works is he has a few waves of clones at the start, then you damage him, and you go into the normal fight that you see in any percent. But we pretty much take him down to his last HP, and we can't actually kill him without him doing the mini games at the end, but we'll see that a bit later.
Without
That's
using a
it.
strat like this, casually this can be quite a challenge.
So you see how Goofy's using Tornado. We actually wanted to use that a bit later into the fight because Tornado masks, it basically cancels out any revenge value on bosses. And because Final Form not Final Form, Wisdom Form Fire does lots of damage, but it adds revenge value. If Goofy uses,
Tornado.
if he uses Tornado, we'll actually be able to use the finisher and get lots more damage off.
Yeah.
So now I just have to wait it out.
Yeah. We also put on Bond of Flame to increase our fire damage, because all we do is fire. So we can actually just keep Demix stun locked
Tornado.
like this. Just
Oh,
keep
what?
using single fires, except when he randomly breaks out. Okay, good, you got him out of it. Now, what Liquid wants to do here is, as he's getting to the end of his health bar, he wants to push Demix into a corner, because as he's more into a corner, the clones that he spawns have less area to spawn into, I guess you can say, so he can clear a lot right as they spawn.
And that's actually real helpful for the last one because the last one is 99 and I have
99
30
clones.
seconds.
99 and 30 seconds, even with this, is a bit annoying.
Alright, this one's the 99, so
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, we can't actually kill him until he does this move with the 99 clones.
as you can see, they're not really getting anywhere, it's sort of staying at the wall. The best place is a corner because then they have even less area to move, so
He has some invisibility frames there, but we just fire.
yeah.
Fire hits over multiple frames, which is cool.
So upon one of the longest fights, we have actually one of the shortest fights now. Vexen is, he's pretty easy.
Yeah,
As long as you don't
Pretty simple
rock the
fight.
fire.
as long as Goofy tornadoes.
Go for it.
Go for it.
We got $5 from Mike Soul asking Liquid, when's Sagas?
I saw that coming too. I knew he was going to do that.
Alright, so since Goofy tornadoed there, he's actually invincible and won't get sucked into Zexian's book. If they're in the books, we can't actually go final form. But then we just do this. Because, once again, final form just doesn't... final form for Raga doesn't add revenge value.
And now I want to get him down to about 4.5 bars so I can finish off with another final form.
Also to get revenge, get a drive bar up. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we
it.
want to get drive back. And this is the whole fight. Like, he will never send us into Book World, he'll never
World is a
DM.
nightmare. Really.
If I go in the book world, then I'm
Pretty
guaranteed
much
death.
dead.
Yeah.
Nice
Good fight.
fight.
Okay, so this is another mash heavy fight. Before with like Zeus, I was doing reflect, slapshot, reflect. I'm going to be doing that again, but I have much less time to work with here. It's basically, I get a couple of frames to be able to get a slapshot in before another reflect. I'm lost. So yeah, we just need to get him down to about 5 bars as quick as possible. And because he's weak to light as well, that's the best way to do it, is just with reflex.
If he ever hits you out of these, because we don't have once more, we pretty much have to use Trinity or go limit form. But we don't want to stay there because this is the best way to deal damage. It's more just looping his revenge value because we know when he's going to retaliate. So we know we shouldn't do the second finisher.
Yeah, this same slapshot, reflect, slapshot, reflect strat is actually used in the Nintendo as well. Just because it's so fast.
Yeah.
Though the long combo, once again, is just awful.
That's Xemnas 1's DM.
You can use it at pretty much any point though, from what I've noticed.
And now that he's below 5 bars, he will do the building move, he'll curse you, you jump up the building. But the cool thing about this data fight is that this always sends him to 1 HP.
Yeah. So after I do the reaction command, I can just do a fire Trinity.
Yeah, he uses the...
This is really swag, so you'll enjoy this.
Very last one.
And then the last fight, which is Final Xemnas, because we have to beat him twice.
Swag.
Very RNG based. We loop him again, but he can break out anywhere after 5 bars, and it's entirely out of my control. And he'll go into lasers, so I can just get a really slow fight for no reason.
Also to note, if we die to this fight, we have to do Xemnas 1 again.
Yeah.
It's
So
pretty bad.
don't
Pretty
want to die
punishing
here.
if you die here in a run.
So yeah, I just do this loop forever. And there's 2 retaliations you can do. You can do vines or you can do lightning bolts. And the vines we can't reflect, but lightning bolts we can, so lightning bolts obviously better. Or lightning balls, sorry.
Both will like just kill you as well if you get hit. This is a very scary fight. Good
That was
save.
a good save.
Yeah. The explosion whiffed, but Liquid saved it.
Yeah, that was really early. So yeah, that's RNG. I can't do anything about that. So now I have to deal with lasers.
The other thing was we always want to avoid pushing him out of bounds because otherwise he'll grab you and throws you up in the air, and it just takes a long time and it's very likely to kill you.
I might get him back into loop here.
Nice, you got the good one.
Back into the loop.
Don't go
It's
out
so
of bounds.
good when he's underground. When he's underground like this at this point, you're pretty much good.
One more.
Oh, damn, he broke out. But this is fine.
We get a finisher off then.
We
Yeah,
just
we
need to
go.
push him to
All
about
right.
0.8 bars, and then he does this move, the laser dome. This is just a 1.5 minute long move where you just spam circle and triangle.
Oh, that was really nice. Riku healed himself right then too.
Yeah, I threw a Megalith.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
Time's coming up soon, so
Yeah. There's a long cutscene that we have to watch after this laser dome,
Yeah.
and then final hit. You gonna do swag finish?
yeah, sure, why not?
We'll do swag finish. Yeah.
But which one?
You'll find out.
It won't be my favorite. You know my favorite. Good old Ripple's Drive finisher. Nah.
So yeah, that's a data org run. I'll be doing any percent at AvCon in 2 days' time at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to check that out. It's a full game run, which is pretty cool to watch. And also on critical mode.
Yeah,
So-
reminder, this is on the hardest difficulty at level 1.
Yeah.
So it's very impressive to do all 13 of these data fights in about 30 minutes.
Trying to do these optimally is extremely difficult.
Okay, so timer's coming up when we get the final hit on Xemnas.
Yeah, Ragnarok.
Time.
Slag, time.
How
Good
was
run.
it? Huh? Yeah, that's a run. What was the final time? 33?
33.
Well, that's not too bad. You got 30 in practice, so yeah. World record for this is a 26:56. It's really, really good.
Really good.
So yeah, thank you all for watching.
All right. Let's set up the next room.
So yeah, thank you very much, Liquid, for the data org run. As he said, he's going to be doing, what do you call it, critical 80% at AvCon in a couple of days. And that will be also good to watch. I think I'm actually hosting at the time, so I get to watch a I actually get to watch a run. Yeah, for once.
Here's the jar.
Yeah.
Set up the controller.
Anyway, so coming up next is going to be, Midget doing lightning returns. And we're going to set that up for you now. That'll actually take a minute.